Now, we are going to see about internal control. Okay, so what is internal control? Point number one, it's a process. Internal control is a process. Now, this process is designed, implemented, and maintained. Who does all these three things? It's management, TCWG, and other personnel in the entity. So, internal control is a process. You have to design the process. After designing it, implement it. After implementation, please maintain it. So, design, implement, maintain. Who does all these three? Management, TCWG, other personnel. Now, internal control, what does it do? Point number one, it provides reasonable assurance. About the achievement of entity's objectives. Now the question comes, what are the objectives with this regard? Then again, we have four classification. We are talking about financial reporting. We are talking about operations. We are talking about assets. We are also talking about applicable laws and regulations. Now the question comes, how should the financial reporting be? It should be reliable in nature. So reliability of financial reporting is the first objective. Second, with regard to operations, operations must be effective and efficient. Then third, assets. With regard to asset, what have you do? Safeguarding of the assets. Then lastly, applicable laws and regulation, compliance is required. Compliance with the applicable laws and regulation. So these are all the four important objectives with regard to internal control. Now, when you refer control, it could mean one or more components of the internal control. So what is the aim of internal control? It has got a lot of aims. First aim, provide the workflow at various stages. Second, segregation of functions, both accounting and custodial function. Third, appraisal of the operations. Fourth, minimizing loss and wastage. Fifth, safeguarding of assets. Next, standardizing the records. Next, making the work simpler. Next, elimination of conflicting responsibilities. Then lowering the chances of occurrence of errors and frauds, etc. These are all some of the aims of internal control.